Hey everyone, here's another review of the miniature hero MOCs that I've been making recently in my free time. Here's Surge and Breeze, and these MOCs are really just for the weapons, and it's kind of cool to have very small heroes, especially for stop motion. They're very, very easy to move, and obviously they don't weigh anything. And they're small, so you can film almost anywhere, and they're easy to hold in the air for, action sequences and stuff. And so they're just really good to film with. And also, they're easier to fit on your shelf. So they're pretty cool. They have a lot of upsides, and it's kind of fun just making them miniature. And I've also kind of been making them look apocalyptic also. Like Surge, he has random armoring, and it looks like he lost a leg. And I really like their weapons. That's one of my favorite parts. But I'm going to go ahead and remove his weapons just for the review, just so they're not in the way at all. And this MOC is very simple. It's pretty cool, but they all follow the same formula. They have just a few Technic pieces on their back, just so they don't have exposed Technic holes, and then kind of random armoring, and they have basically a universal height. They really don't go above about, I think, 5 inches, 5 or 6. That's about how tall each of them are, about 5.5 to 6 inches. So they're all pretty small compared to most of my other MOCs. Most of my MOCs range from about 9 to probably 13 inches. That's a very specific range, but that's about my range of MOC building. And then occasionally I'll have like the 17-inch MOCs that are really cool, like that plague MOC that I made back in Halloween, back around there, which he was really big. But these MOCs are really cool to me just because they're really small and compact, and I just think they look pretty cool. Here's Breeze. She's just slightly shorter than Surge, just because I used these smaller green joints for her, just because I thought that would look cooler. And also, these joints, I rarely ever use them, so they're very tight right now. They have a lot of friction, which is also good for stop motion. You want to make sure they can stand. But these MOCs are so small, they don't have any weight, so I could have used very loose joints. But it's just annoying when you're trying to move one and the joint comes off, so I gave her these very, very tight joints. She doesn't have any Technics around back, she just has this armor plate piece, which looks pretty cool. I had to be very careful to make sure that that's not actually interfering with that armor plate. It's actually not. You could barely see that it's just right above that piece. It's not actually touching. But I think that actually kind of looks cool. It kind of slopes into that armor plate, which is pretty cool. But this MOC obviously does not have very much detail at all. So I guess we can move on to the guns now. Here's Surge's guns. I think they look pretty cool. They're just two little machine pistols. I wish I could have found this grip piece in black, just so it would be all one solid color. But, I don't think it matters too much. I almost think this gun looks just as good without the extended barrel. And in some ways, I think it might look just slightly cooler. But for now, I'll just keep the barrel on. You can remove the magazine and put it back in, which is pretty cool. I did not include a cocking mechanism just because I would have had to extend the gun a little bit, and it would look a little bit different. So you can just imagine there's a mechanism for him to cock it whenever he runs out of ammo. But yeah, those I think are pretty cool looking. Here's her rifle. I think it looks pretty cool. I really like the scope design. And these black Technics are actually what the gun shoots, so it's quite a big caliber. I really like these barrel designs with the grips. I've always liked those. I actually don't know what set I got those in. If I did, I'd probably buy way too many of them, just because that's a really cool piece to have. This is a silencer at the end, not to make the gun quiet, because this gun is such a high caliber that you're really not going to be able to silence it and make it where nobody's going to hear it. It's just to reduce the sound. Some sniper rifles in real life will have a built-in silencer just to make it not quite so loud. Everybody's still going to hear it. There's almost no way to silence a sniper rifle just because of how high of a caliber it is, unless you're using some subsonic round. I still don't think you'd really be able to silence or truly silence a huge caliber rifle, but that's just to reduce the sound, just so it's not quite so deafening. And this right here is just so you can attach a bipod. I have not made a bipod yet, but I do want to. I think that would look pretty cool on this sniper rifle. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be making a few more of these with the other heroes that I've made. I think I have 6 more to do, so I'm doing them in groups of 2, so that'll be 3 more of these videos. And also, I'm doing a series called Barraki Reimagined, where I'm remaking each of the Barraki sets in a cooler version. And so if you're interested in that, there will be a few links in the description. I only have, I think, 2 or 3 of those videos out so far. And I plan to do all of the Barraki sets plus Spine Axe from Bionicle. And I won't be doing Nocturne, so I guess I can't say all of the Barraki sets, just because Nocturne is so expensive. But as always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and check out some of my other videos.